Did you know that nearly 70% of people believe that being truly original is the key to creativity? Yet, the truth is far more surprising. The most innovative minds throughout history didn't create something out of thin air. They borrowed, remixed, and reimagined ideas that came before them. And here's a shocking stat: 85% of the ideas we think are completely new have already existed in some form. So, if you're struggling with the pressure to come up with something 100% original, you're not alone. In fact, you're probably holding yourself back. In this video, we're going to break down the myth of originality and show you how letting go of the idea of being completely unique can unlock your true creative power. We'll dive into strategies used by top creators to remix, reframe, and evolve existing ideas into groundbreaking work. From learning how to steal like a genius to embracing failure as part of the process, you'll discover why the path to creativity is not about starting from scratch, but about evolving what already exists. Stay with us, and by the end, you'll see that creativity is less about being perfect and more about using what's already out there in new and exciting ways. Ready to break free from the myth? Let's get started. Chapter 1. Breaking the Chains. Why originality is overrated. We've been told over and over again that creativity is all about coming up with something entirely new, right? Well, that's the myth. In reality, no idea is 100% original. Every so-called original work is just a remix of ideas that have come before. The brain doesn't start from scratch. It combines old thoughts in new ways. Think about it. Shakespeare borrowed plots from ancient Roman plays. Even today, filmmakers borrow stories and tweak them. Creativity isn't about creating something from nothing. It's about reimagining what's already out there. A study from the University of California found that the most creative breakthroughs happen when people combine old knowledge in fresh ways. So, next time you're stuck, think of it as remixing rather than reinventing the wheel. Chapter 2. Copy like a genius. The power of smart imitation. Don't fear imitation. In fact, it might just be the secret to unlocking your best work. Every great creator has used imitation to develop their craft. Picasso famously said, "Good artists copy, great artists steal." He didn't mean steal as in plagiarize, but rather absorb and transform existing ideas into something new. The famous artist even copied the styles of his mentors. Research shows that copying and mimicking others is how we learn and improve. According to a study from MIT, imitation helps the brain recognize patterns and boost creativity. When you copy, you start internalizing techniques, which can lead to innovation. So, don't shy away from mimicking what you admire. Make it your own and see how your creativity blossoms. Chapter 3. Unmasking the imposter syndrome. You're not stealing, you're evolving. Ever feel like an imposter when you create something that feels similar to someone else's work? It's common, but it's a trap. Many creatives are paralyzed by the idea of not being original enough. But here's the thing: originality isn't the point. If you constantly worry about being unique, you'll never get anything done. Research from the Journal of Experimental Psychology shows that imposter syndrome can actually hinder creativity, making you second-guess yourself at every turn. Creators like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg didn't invent everything from scratch. They took inspiration from others and evolved it. So stop stressing about stealing ideas. Instead, focus on evolving them to fit your own voice. You'll find that freedom gives your creativity more space to grow. If you're enjoying this video and want more creative tips, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Chapter 4. The secret ingredient. What happens when you mix ideas? Innovation rarely happens in a vacuum. The most powerful ideas often come when we mix concepts from different fields. This is called creative cross-pollination. Think of it like cooking. You might not get anything amazing if you only use one spice, but a blend of flavors can create something extraordinary. Take the iPhone, for example. Apple didn't invent the phone, the touchscreen, or the MP3 player. They just combined these existing technologies in a way that no one had done before. A study from the National Bureau of Economic Research showed that industries that encourage interdisciplinary collaboration are more likely to produce groundbreaking innovations. The key here is to look beyond your niche and pull ideas from all over. The more you mix, the more likely you are to create something truly innovative. Chapter 5. Failure is fuel. Why creativity needs dead ends. Failure isn't something to avoid, it's something to embrace. In fact, dead ends and mistakes are essential to creativity. Many of the world's greatest innovators, like Thomas Edison, failed hundreds of times before striking gold. Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Creativity thrives in uncertainty and imperfection. Research from Harvard shows that failure leads to better problem-solving skills and increased creativity. When something doesn't work, your brain starts to think outside the box to figure out why. Rather than seeing failure as a setback, start seeing it as part of your creative process. Every failure brings you one step closer to discovering something that works. Chapter 6. The freedom of letting go. Embracing the remix. The truth is, nothing is truly original, and that's liberating. Letting go of the idea that every work must be completely new opens the door to endless possibilities. In today's world, the most successful creatives are those who embrace the remix culture. Think about the music industry. DJs and producers have been remixing tracks for decades, creating something new by adding their own twist. The same is true in other fields like art, fashion, and literature. A study from the University of Chicago found that when people feel free to remix ideas, they are more likely to create something innovative and impactful. Remixing doesn't mean copying exactly, it means using what's available to spark something fresh. So, let go of the need for complete originality. Embrace the remix, and watch your creativity soar. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell for more on how to break free from creative blocks and boost your creative power.